Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. In my previous video, I was actually talking about artificial intelligence and consciousness state of mind where scientists are actually trying to implement this uh, electronic way of thinking by giving the programs or giving that programming chip technology kind of thing. And I was talking about the difference between human anatomy and the the artificial intelligence based body. And I was talking about electrons, protons, neutrons, and I was talking from the DNA, RNA or genetical front. Again, this is introduction to consciousness level. Again, I am not trying to demean the scientists in the field of artificial intelligence or someone who is working from the scientific front or scientists based out at working on the scientific study of the alien life. And I was talking about as well this beings as an alien. As I said in my previous video and always keep on telling that this very existence of the human existence, it is unique in itself, and that alien life, that alien existence is unique in itself. The only difference is here we talk from the DNA, RNA and other aspects of the medical kind of thing, which is based out with having skin, flesh, etc. etc. If we take the alien life or alien body as a whole, it is based on the fiber optic or fibers or the electronic media wherein it charges itself. We have food intake like proteins or whatever, proteins or raw food, vegetables we eat. There it is like having electricity taking that frequency medium, the science of sound and other things, going zigzag way. Sometimes it goes zigzag way, sometimes it goes up and down, sometimes etc. If we see one thing common in both of these existence, that is nothing but the sound vibrations, which is again based on ASCII codes or the binary numbers. This is again a different topic altogether, which I will be speaking sometime from now. And this human existence also has that human body, human anatomy. It is based on science of sound science of sound and that what you call touch of the body. Now here is where actually there will be debate. The reason is human existence as a whole believes in the life cycle of the human body or the human body as a whole, having male and female, what you call intersexual relationship. Okay, now this is where Prakriti and Purusha aspect comes into picture. And adding to this, human emotions, emotional quotient and intelligent quotient. These two are the primary aspects, wherein this human body actually tries to have that emotional quotient and intelligent quotient which comes genetically from the male and female, or father and mother, which has been consistent practice as a whole in knowing what is real and what is unreal. It is for the human body to decide whether it is right or wrong. The same thing if I take an artificial intelligence, how far they are able to justify. This is one very key point which one needs to understand. I as a human being, or I as a research scholar, or I as a I as a professor, or I as getting into that aspect, if I want to get to that alien level, that is the second step of it. I would not return back. I will not return to this earthly existence. Same thing, vice versa. If they come down to earth, alien, that body would not be able to go back also. Now this is where actually this is one state which one needs to understand. It's a coma, C-O-M-A, coma state of mind. We often think this coma state of mind will not have that so-called consciousness. Having said this, let me give you a few examples over here. I still remember when I was went to a few hospitals wherein my aunt was under ventilation. She was not responding to whatever it is, but still she had that conscious state of mind. Consciousness was working there as well, at a subconscious level, and super subconscious level, and super consciousness state of level. But still, the functionalities of whole of the body as a whole, they stop. When my father expired, I still remember taking the dead body to the hospital. Doctor said, "You have got the dead body," which I felt when I was taking in an auto. Point number one. Point number two. His body was still in conscious state. And when I brought back the dead body to my home, and I was just observing, there was a movement in the heart, but still it was not responding. So, the point over here which I am talking about is, in coma state also, when there are no functionalities, this body will have that vibration part. Even when you burn the body, and when you tend to actually have that aftermath also, you can feel that presence there. That is what is called that touch effect, which had been happening for quite a long time. That is the reason why, if you really see, when a baby comes from the mother's womb after 9th month, when it is operated and with all that, you will see that the nurses give that first latch of mother to that baby who has just come down from the mother's womb. Likewise, if I try to look at artificial intelligence, how far artificial intelligence is going to solve, getting to this point where it is explaining this concept. And this is where that so-called equilibrium state of that universal effect. How far they are able to actually answer this question. If there is any discrepancy, if there will be any discrepancy in what you call in this there is a gap for that creating that equilibrium state. This environment needs that. How far artificial intelligence is going to answer this question? This is a very important aspect when it comes to robotechnologies or nanotechnologies. Definitely, it would be automated process. You will have everything. They will not have that emotional intelligence or emotional quotient or intelligence quotient aspect there. But still, that equilibrium state has to be somehow managed, right? That is the reason why in my previous video I was talking, what if I as Ramachandra or XYZ or any scientist, any astronaut who wants to stay in Mars, Jupiter, Saturn or any other planet, he would not be able to survive there. Why? Have you ever thought about it? Or are scientists thinking in these terms, ladies and gentlemen? This is a crucial point which the scientists need to understand. And this is where Natya Brahma or Natya Sutradhara, which is again quite far from Earth, so hollow and so shallow that one cannot travel. If one travels also by any means, he or she will not come back at all. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a very hard point. That is why in a Shiva Purana, when there was what you call a conversation with Shiva and Parvati, I am talking from the form point of view. And this is where again that godly existence question comes into picture. Is he still is he formless? He or she is formless? He or she is having a form? Yes, it has form. It is both form and formless. And that is the reason why I keep on telling one needs to go beyond the words. beyond the alphabets, Bijaksharas. That is the reason why there is one very beautiful in Lalita Sahasranama. Shri Mata, Shri Maharagni, Srimad Simhasaneshwari, Chidagni Kunda Sambhuta Daiva Karya Samudhyata. Chidagni Kunda, Chit Agni Kunda. Chit Agni Kunda means this body which is there, which is, it's mortal, but our soul is immortal. It is neither created, it can neither be created nor destroyed, but it still exists. That's a very debatable question, and that is the reason why Natya Brahma or Natya Shastra, which is written or which is being propagated in the classical dance form or classical music form, talks about this. This is for the people who are in fine arts and culture to get into the deeper aspect, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it. It's a very hard point though. One needs to go beyond this point. Stay blessed. Have a real blissful life. May the Guru's grace be with all. Have a nice day.